What's up, everybody? Welcome to Investing with Adam. I'm your host, Adam, and today we are covering rent versus buy. I decided on today's topic because a lot of times I hear people saying things like, oh, it's so much cheaper to rent than it is to buy. Why would I ever buy a house when it's so cheap to just rent it? And honestly, yes, sometimes that can be the case. If you're living in a one-bedroom bachelor apartment and you're comparing that to buying a $500,000 two-story in suburbia, then you are 100% right. It will always be cheaper to rent that than to buy. But if you compare two of the same properties, a two-bedroom condo or a two-bedroom apartment, both with two bathrooms, everything's the same year, same kind of area, everything else, you will see that it can potentially be cheaper to own the property on a monthly basis than to rent the same property. In this video, I'm using two very similar properties. One is a two-bedroom, two-bathroom apartment, and the other is a two-bedroom, two-bathroom apartment-style condo. Both located in Northeast Edmonton and both around the same age building. The apartment is rented at $1,400 a month, which is fairly standard for the area, for the type of building. And the other one is the two-bedroom, two-bathroom apartment-style condo, and it's currently listed on the market at $183,000. So now let's go to the numbers and see how this all works out. So we said rent would be $1,400 a month. And now here's the other side of this. Here's the cost of actually buying the house and the monthly operating on that property. The mortgage is calculated at about $850 a month. Condo fees for this particular condo are $350 a month. Land taxes at $145, and we'll estimate the insurance at about $75 a month. Now that gives us a total of $1,420 a month. But wait a minute. You said that the buying would be cheaper than the renting. What's going on here? Yes, in this situation, on paper, you're going to be paying technically slightly less for rent than you will for owning. And now by slightly, that's $20 a month cheaper to rent than buy. But here's where the real fun begins, because now we talk about principal pay down. So here we are, pretty close month to month, rent versus buy. But when we factor in the average principal pay down, which over the first 5-year term comes out to be approximately $27,000 or $5,400 per year, or about $450 per month goes into the equity of the property. So if we deduct $450 a month, that gives us a total of $970 per month that you're paying for that property. Because on this side, the landlord isn't giving you any equity in the property, but on this side, you're buying into your equity to the tune of $450 per month. Now, yes, I understand that doesn't come off every month, so you still have to pay the $1,420, but in the long term, that property that you purchased today for $183,000, in 5 years, you'll only owe $156,000, or you'll have $27,000 in equity if the market does nothing but stays flat right through. And even if we added an extra $100 a month for maintenance, that'd still bring you up to substantially less than rent at $1,070 a month. So you're still doing substantially better, even if you factor in some cost for maintenance on things such as light bulbs, toilet seats, cabinets, whatever you want to do. This gives you an even better idea as to what the total cost would be, even factoring in some cost for maintenance, and you're still well below what the cost of renting is. So those are the numbers. Now you could take this one step further, and if you wanted to be extra stingy and save even more money, instead of buying a $183,000 condo, you could buy a similar one in a less desirable building, not quite as nice, not quite as new, and you could spend about 160 grand on that and save yourself another couple $100 per month to be even less than we just talked about for rent. Another fantastic feature of this as well is you no longer have to worry about a landlord saying, hey, I want to move back in, so you need to exit this property, I'm going to move back in, go find somewhere else to live. You own this home, it's your property, you decide what you want to do with it, what colors you want inside, and that kind of fun, fantastic stuff that comes with being a homeowner. The purpose of this video was just to give you a little more idea and a little more actual fact behind the cost of renting versus buying, and showing you that on the basic side, buying can be substantially cheaper than renting a property as long as you're looking at relatively similar properties. You're not comparing bananas to avocados because they're nowhere near the same thing. And I don't think they taste the same on toast either. And as always, if you want to know more, feel free to reach out to me anytime. I'm happy to sit down with you, have a coffee, talk about your goals, give you a little more clarity on the whole process of buying, selling, or investing in real estate or whatever you're not quite sure of. I'm always happy to help. And that's all I got for you today. If you liked the video, make sure to click that subscribe button, hit that like button, and turn on the notification bell so you're reminded every time I drop a new video, which will be every Wednesday. Hope you're having an awesome day, and I will catch you on the next one.